Today is the end of your TEDx chance in 2022. If TEDx has been your goal to become a TEDx speaker and you don't want to miss the last chance in 2022, this live today is for you. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are around this beautiful, beautiful world. Let me know how you're doing on Friday. Happy Friday. Happy September, as September just started. And that is the reason why I said that this is the last chance for you today to become a TEDx speaker. Let me explain why and dive deep straight into the topic. Before that, let me know where you're watching it from. Say hi in the comments so I can say hi back and hear all your questions so I can help you become a TEDx speaker. As I know that so many people have the dream to become TEDx speaker, but it always stay somewhere in the dreams instead of really do something to become a TEDx speaker. And today I'm going to help you to do that. Let me just tell you and explain why on earth this is your last chance to become a TEDx speaker in 2022. First of all, what I want you to know, which is so important, when you apply to become a TEDx speaker, you need to actually pick a date for your TEDx event, which is 3 months from today. Today is 2nd of September, 2022. And if you calculate 3 months in advance, that means that you need to start applying for TEDx events, which are from 2nd of December onwards, right? So that is basically why on earth Bilana is saying, it's your last chance for 2022. I know, do apologize. I know that there's so many of you who is like, I want to become a TEDx speaker in 2022. And now it's, oh my God, it's almost the end of the year. But actually, I still have time. Sadly, you don't have time because that rule, I call it the +3 rule. +3 months. The reason why I'm telling you this, there's no such kind of a rule. Like TEDx it will never tell you, or you have to apply, for 3 months from now on. The reason why I'm telling you this, and here I'm saving you hell a lot of rejections. The reason why I'm saying it is because if you apply for an event which is sooner than 3 months, the chance those events to be fully booked and the chance therefore to get rejected and say, oh, I'm sorry, but we are fully booked is huge. Huge chance that you're going to get rejected if you apply for anything which is sooner than 3 months. So again, today's 2nd of September. If you want to become a TEDx speaker, start applying today. And start applying for events which are from 2nd of December onwards. Okay, it's so important. Let's see who commented. Connie saying, good morning from Maryland. Good morning, Connie. So good to see you here. I love it. Connie, congratulations to you because you already saved a spot for TEDx. So yes, I'm so happy for you. You did follow all the rules, what I'm going to give today to all of you watching it. So Connie did follow those rules and applied, and she's accepted. And I'm so happy for that. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, few things to dive directly into the whole application process and what is going to make you a successful TEDx speaker and a successful application so you can actually get that first mini baby step to secure your spot for TEDx. I want you to know that it's going to take about 2 weeks time to get a response from the people you contact and connect with. It's about 2 weeks roughly. It could be a little bit longer. It could be like next day, next hour, right? But roughly on average, it's going to take about 2 weeks. Again, today's 2nd of September. If you start applying right now for any events which are from 2nd of December onwards, you will know that these events have availability, so you can start applying. You're going to know it in 2 weeks. That's so important to know because that's how you start your whole journey to apply, okay? So you really, I want you to start today. If becoming TEDx speaker really is in your radar for 2022, and you keep waiting, you're not going to become a TEDx speaker in 2022. That is sadly, how it works. So what do you need to know on how to apply for TEDx, but how to apply successfully? So I'm going to right now, I'm going to save you a lot of wondering and wasting time. I'm going to save you hours of like reading around the internet. I'm going to save you like headaches from like why it doesn't work, why they rejected me. They didn't say why, but they just rejected me and all that. I'm going to save you all this in just that short time. Okay. The first thing what I need you to know is that there are 17 plus, like more than 17 formats of TED and TEDx. TED is the flagship conference. It's the biggest conference pretty much from perspective of highest positioned conferences in the world, right? And the most expensive one, if you ask me as well. But there are more than 17 formats. You need to know every one of those formats to be able to apply for the right one. Because if you don't know the difference between TEDx events formats and the different TED formats, and you start applying and you apply for the wrong one, you directly be rejected. And I don't want you to be rejected for what you apply. I want you to get like 2, 3, 4, 5 stages. I don't know, as many as you can, right? So you really need to know the difference between those 17 different formats of TED and TEDx's. There's so many, really so many, and the difference is just sometimes is huge. From it starts from the age of the speaker to who is the audience, who is watching the TEDx talk, and it ends up like how big the audience is out there. Okay, so there are 2 common mistakes what people do, and I want to mention them very quickly, because when people apply for TED and TEDx, there are the 2 mistakes. The first one, and the most common mistake, is that people apply for TED thinking that the application is going to basically automatically be shared with the TEDx organizers around them. Right. So they apply to TED.com and they go and they're like, okay, job done. I applied for my TEDx's around me. That is not, that is a mistake. Actually, it's a common mistake what people do. The second mistake what people do is that people don't pay attention to the TEDx formats again, and they get rejected. So the reason why you need to know briefly about those 17 formats, and I'm going to tell you right now how a very easy way to understand the 17 formats, like it's 3 minutes video basically. I recorded this very short free mini course, how to apply for TEDx, and literally in 3 minutes I explain what to do to basically be able to know about the 17 formats, to understand which format is your one. Put in the comments below if you have any kind of questions, but go to, I want you to go to www.tobeaspeaker.com/apply for TED. Go register. You just need to register for the mini course. In 3 minutes, you will know those 17 formats straight away. Okay. Now, in addition to everything what I've been saying, there are also so many myths and beliefs, like wrong beliefs, that what is a TEDx application process, how it looks like, what to do, how many steps to take, and what not to do. They're complete myths and super false beliefs, I have to tell you. And I heard 11 of them, and I'm gonna walk you today through all 11 of them, because I don't want you to have the same belief. Okay, if you go to the mini course, I literally get every single myth and belief. I'm going to put the link. Yes, there is a link underneath. So go to register and watch that super short mini video, and you're going to see, you're going to understand why those are myths and beliefs. Because today I'm not going to be able to cover in details like why on earth this is like complete false belief, but not to use the BS word right here. Okay, so what are the 11 myths and beliefs? The number one is that TEDx is an invitation only. Okay, and you have to wait to be invited. Freaking hell! If you wait to be invited, you're gonna wait your whole life. Okay, it's a complete myth. So again, go to the free mini course. It's gonna explain why on earth this is a BS. Okay. The myth number two is that people believe that they should apply to one TEDx organizer at a time. Complete myth, I can tell you. Like applying to one TEDx organizer, I can tell you from basically like experience, not my own one, but my own one. I did apply to one, and I get straight to stage. So that was kind of like, later on I realized how lucky was that, and how amazing was to just, for me, was kind of a complete flow. But for majority of the people, if you have that belief right now that you need to apply to one at a time, it's going to take you ages. It's going to take you years until you get on stage. Myth number three, what I want you to know is that people believe that they can only apply to their local TEDx events according their residency. Okay, if you have that kind of belief right now because someone told you, it's a myth. It's not true. Okay. What I mean by residency, like if you live in London, for example, like I live in London, that doesn't mean that I have to basically be on TEDx stage in London. My own TEDx was up north in the UK, actually in Wales. And I know people who even travel across countries. They go from America to Italy to be on Italian TEDx stage. So it's not a problem at all. So it's a myth if you think that you have to apply according to your residency. There is no such rule. Okay. The next number four is actually a belief, not that much a myth, but people, and it's the biggest BS, I have to say. Okay, people believe that they need to be someone famous, a celebrity, the best-selling author of a book of the Amazon, and the best-selling author of, I don't know, like Financial Times, whatever charts they are. They believe that they need to be like thriving business people, and run big enterprise companies. They think that they need to have like certain degree and diplomas to be able to get on TEDx and TED conferences. That is a belief. Okay, it's like, I don't want you in your head to stop. The sun just disappeared, and I think it's gonna rain finally. But if you have such kind of a belief right now that you have to be one of those people, famous, etc., that is just in your head. I don't want you to stop yourself from becoming a TEDx speaker because of all that. So just, go to the mini course. I explain in addition what are the rules basically in the TEDx rules, and you're gonna see that this is just a belief. The short version here I'm giving you is just a belief in your head. Okay. The number 5 belief is that people think that they need to publish books first and then go on TEDx so they can position themselves on stage, because they're published book authors, and that's going to publish them on TEDx stage. That is actually against the rules. I'm just going to tell you straight away. It's against the TEDx rules. If you get on TEDx stage and you start talking about about your book, it's against the rules. So be very careful. If you're right now waiting to publish your book and then plan to become TEDx speaker, scratch that straight away. It's against the rules. To get on stage and start talking about your book and saying like, I'm the author of this book, you can go and buy it on Amazon. That is against the rules. Okay, number 6 myth here. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Say hi. Do follow me on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube. Follow me on LinkedIn if you're watching on LinkedIn. Follow me on Facebook if you're watching on Facebook right now. Do click like, share that video. If you right now having a lot of like bulb moments, and people who have those beliefs and myths, and they did those mistakes and they're still doing like trying for ages to become TEDx speaker and it's not happening, share that video with them, because that's going to help all these people you share to really become a TEDx speaker and fulfill their dream, because this is a really amazing dream and it's beautiful to be on TEDx stage. Okay, let me keep going because there are 11 of them. So number 6, let's just check very quickly. Carol is saying hi. Hi, Carol, where are you watching it from? Good morning, Gail from Canada. Good morning to Canada. I so miss you, girl. Morning. Just say hi and say where you're watching it from, because I would love to hear more from you. Number 6 myth, because we're talking about how you can get on TEDx stage, what is the application process, and the reason why right now is the last chance to get on the TEDx train and become TEDx speaker in 2022. So number 6 myth is that people believe that they must finish writing their script before they get and start applying for TEDx. When you apply for TEDx, people are not gonna ask you what exactly is your script. That comes later on. So if that is stopping you right now from applying for TEDx, which again, applying for TEDx means that's going to happen in 3 months, like earliest possible is in 3 months. And I did explain that in the beginning. If you just joined the podcast, then go and watch it from the beginning. I will explain in a minute why on earth it's plus 3 months. Okay, let's see the comments. Carola is saying it's from Netherlands. Good morning to you, Carola, and to Netherlands. That is afternoon. It's 11:20. If in the UK it's 12 o'clock. Oh my God, I'm so confused now. Wait. No, it's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock for you. Is that correct? Put a yes or no. What time is right now, Caroline, Netherlands? I'm so lost. Anyway, okay. Myth number 7. People believe that they need to have their TEDx title well in advance before they start booking their talk. It's a myth. Again, in the video, what I created for you, let me just find the link. Here you go. Go and register and watch. It's a very short mini course. Go to tobeaspeaker.com/apply for TED. You're going to watch a very short video and I explain each of those beliefs and myths, because they're just like amazing. Like I give you a lot more information there. Okay, let's just say Carol is saying yes, it's one hour later. Woohoo! Thank you so much, Carol. Oh gosh, that is beautiful. Okay. Number 8 belief, what people do have in their mind, is a huge blocker. People believe that it's really like almost impossible to become TEDx speakers, right? Let me just give you the stats from last year. There were 13,400 talks around the world, 13,400 TEDx talks around the world. For the first 6 months in 2022, and I'm not making up those numbers, I couldn't make it, but it's 8,880 talks happening in the first 6 months, published in the 6 months of 2022. So it's not impossible. Like it's really beautifully possible for everyone, as long as you don't have any of those 11 beliefs in your head that is stopping you from your beautiful goal. Now, number 9 is as a myth, is that people believe that they need to organize a TEDx event or like somehow put their feet in the in the organization and find a TEDx organizer, work as a volunteer, and then start applying for speaker. First of all, it's a myth. Okay, in that video, what I created for you, it's like I'm really busting all the myths. But for this one, I'm gonna dive slightly deeper so you can understand what I mean, because it's super important. According to rules, TEDx license holders are not allowed to be speakers on their own stage, which basically automatically means that if you apply and you organize TEDx event, usually it takes about 8 months, 9 months to organize a TEDx event, just saying. The moment when you get the license, you will be absolutely not allowed to be on your own stage. You still have to apply to someone else's stage, right? That's why it's a myth, complete myth. I know I'm diving deep and I don't have that much time right now, but I just want to explain that because in the video is explaining a lot more details. Like I don't, fluff it, but it's condensed explanation of each of those. So number 10 myth is that people believe that if they apply to become TEDx fellows, then that's gonna make them TEDx speakers. So TED fellow and TEDx speakers are like two planets. That's why it's so important to understand the 17 plus formats, because TED fellow is one format, TEDx is completely different format. And if someone is telling you, I applied for TED fellow, do explain to them that that's not going to make them TEDx speakers. And there's no such kind of rank like, oh, it's better to be a TED fellow instead of TEDx speaker. There's no such kind of thing. Okay, they're very different formats, very different feeling, very different size of the audience, first of all. And also TED fellows happens only once a year, usually in April, together with the TED flagship. So be very careful with all that. Gary saying, I'm starting a YouTube challenge. Go ahead. Yes, I'm gonna check the link, what you said right after this this episode today, and see what kind of YouTube challenge you're doing. Gary's also saying this myths apply to so much in life. Yes, we have so many blockers now in our head. But you know what is the biggest block actually, Gail? What I found? We hear about TEDx and TED, and instead of going and checking the information by ourselves and check that it's correct indeed, we just believe those without even checking. Okay, sometimes the people who told us, we trust those people, right? But even in this case, for things like TED and TEDx, it's better to go and check yourself. I'm giving you all these truths, but in the video, what I put, like the short mini course, how to apply for TED and TEDx, I literally give you the links where you can go and check yourself the whole information with all the rules and the guidelines. So it's not like because Biljana said it's a myth, then therefore it's like wrong. That I don't want to do that. I give you also the information. Connie saying, how can we work with you? You've got my LinkedIn. Just message me on LinkedIn. You can also text me on WhatsApp. It's 0044 7834 780121. I can't believe I'm giving my number so publicly, but hey, this is your chance. Go for it. Text me on WhatsApp and I will answer, and you can work with me. Thank you so much. Okay, going back to the myths, the last number 11 myth. So it's also one of my favorites. People believe that if they want to be on TED stage, they need to first do a TEDx and then go on TED. Okay, it's a complete myth again. In the video, I explain a lot more why on earth this is a myth, but it's a bloody myth. Okay, so this in general are the 11 myths. Like if you want to know the whole application process, which here's one thing I want to tell you. There are 3 steps when you apply for TED, and there are 5 steps to apply for TEDx. Generally speaking, 3 steps for TED, 5 steps for TEDx. They're quite easy. It's like amazingly easy, I can tell you. Easy to follow as well. I did put them in the video what I'm giving you, how to apply for TED and TEDx, and I literally break down the steps as of what you need to do on each of those steps, so it's a successful application, right? It's so easy. Actually, it's super easy, and also what I gave you in the video is the TEDx strategies to put success straight from the beginning. Like whatever you do in life, here, I'm not just talking about TED and TEDx, you have to have a strategy, like how that's going to succeed. Usually my shortcut is like learn from the people who specialized in this and already been through the whole process, so it can save me hell a lot of time and efforts, which usually I don't have that much patience to figure out myself. Like I can figure out myself small steps, but the big picture and the big strategy, I don't want to waste my time. So that video, what I'm giving you today, is literally giving you the success strategy. So that success straight from the beginning is going to be for your journey as well, so you can start applying it. And again, there are like 3 steps to apply for TED, 5 steps to apply for TEDx. One thing I want you to remember today is that it's so much easier to become a TEDx speaker. It's more harder to become TED speaker, because people also ask me this. If you have any kind of questions, put them in the comments below so I can answer them. We're talking about application process, because again, I want you to know that right now, as this is 2nd of September, you don't have time. If you want to become a TEDx speaker in 2022, because if you want to be successful, to have a successful application, of course, apply for events which are from 2nd of December onwards. It's going to take you about 2 weeks to get an answer of how to apply and go through the application process, okay? Unless you have directly the application link. But that literally, like literally, today's Friday, guys. Saturday and Sunday, sit down and just go through the video, what I'm giving you here. The video is short, it's like 30, 40 minutes. Video. It's gonna give you straight away all the information, and off you go. You just apply. But if your goal for 2022 is to become a TEDx speaker, that is pretty much your last chance. The reason also why, think about it, is like, just think about dates. From mid-December, pretty much from, let's say 18th of December onwards, there are no TEDx events. Everyone wants to enjoy their family. It's Christmas time. It's like celebration. So there are no TEDx events between pretty much 18th of December and 31st of December, end of the year. So December is quite short month, which it has only 2 weeks. Today, 2nd of September, you will be able to apply only for events which are in 2 weeks time, beginning of December. That's why I'm telling you right now, straight away, that today is the end of your TEDx chance for 2022, your chance to become a TEDx speaker, right? It is that much. Gary's saying my challenge is to just post more videos. I love that challenge. Bring it on. Oh my God, Gary, you are fire. And those videos are going to be absolutely smashing. I didn't do a TEDx challenge for quite a long time now. I kind of miss it as well. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we want to do a challenge in September, TEDx challenge. Usually TEDx challenges are quite fun. That's how I met Gail. Philip is saying, how can people work with you to prepare for a TEDx talk, Biljana? Text me on LinkedIn and I will absolutely walk you through. We'll jump on a call, which is about 20 minutes, 20 to maximum 30 minutes. And from the call, I basically decide mutually, we mutually decide if we want to work together or not. I explain how the Red Dot Speaker Start program works, which is 8 sessions, and the different options, because there are different options and levels, depending how urgently you need to get on stage or not urgently. and of course the investment and time wise, basically how much time from you is going to take to prepare, what that means to prepare, what's happening on each of those 8 sessions. So the best way is just to text me on LinkedIn, and we're going to jump on a call. Okay. Any kind of questions, as we just passed 30 minutes, and I always keep it within 30 minutes, so it's short and sweet for all of you. Do put a yes in the comment below if you now know why on earth is the last chance for 2022, because it is. It's amazing. It's amazing how time flies. It's just like end of the year, and I always kind of like explain TEDx like I come from a corporate world. In corporate world, we always have like plus 3 months budgets and plus 12 months budgets and all that, but we always think 3 months in advance. And TEDx is the same. You have to think 3 months in advance. Carol is saying next week would be great to have a call if you have time. Yes, just text me, Carol, and I absolutely gonna jump. It would be great to hear what is your idea, the topic, what do you want to achieve, how the TEDx go, also how TEDx is aligning with everything else what you do, because you can't just do a TEDx standing alone because of the sake of doing a TEDx, right? It always aligns with everything else what you do. And that is one question what I'm going to ask you for sure. Connie saying thank you. Thank you, Connie. So good to have you here from US. Do connect with each other, because all of you, I know majority of you, and you are absolutely amazing. I love you so much. I'm sending you a lot of love and a lot of energy wherever you are around this beautiful, beautiful world. Happy Friday. And please don't forget to start applying for TEDx, because it's the last chance right now to become TEDx speaker in 2022. In exactly a few days, maximum a week, basically you have to start applying for 2023 straight away. Otherwise, you're going to just be rejected and you're going to waste your time. So just a few days. And I wanted to remind you that today, exactly today, as it's Friday and the weekend is going to be soon. So hopefully you're going to have time during the weekend. Sending you a lot of love and a lot of energy. I'm going to see you next Friday. I'm going to be in another place, as I am right now. I'm in Varna, which is East Bulgaria on the Black Sea, and I'm gonna go south on Monday, south in Bulgaria, and yes, and then September I'm coming back in London. Love you a lot, and see you next Friday.